We all love a good keyboard shortcut, right? I mean, they're the ultimate productivity hack. But what if I told you that the very shortcuts designed to make things faster could, well, completely break the web for some people? Let's get into it. Seriously, they're like the secret language of power users. Hitting C to compose a new email, S to send something off. It feels so efficient. You can just fly through your work without ever touching the mouse. It's that feeling of being totally in control. Okay, but here's the twist. What if that feature, that thing we love for its speed, could actually trigger a total cascade of unintended chaos? Imagine a simple, spoken phrase accidentally firing off a whole barrage of commands. Well, that's exactly the hidden problem we're going to unpack. So what exactly is this flaw? To really understand it, we've got to get specific. We're not talking about the shortcuts you probably use all the time, like Command S or Control C. No, this is about a very particular type of shortcut. And the culprit has a name. It's called a character key shortcut. Now, all this means is that a single character, any letter, number, or symbol, triggers an action. And here's the key part. It doesn't matter if you press just one physical key, like G, or if you press two, like Shift and Slash to get a question mark. If that final character on the screen kicks off a command, that's what we're talking about. And that little distinction, it changes everything. Okay, enough with the technical definitions. To see why this is such a huge deal, let me tell you a quick story. This is where it all clicks. So let's meet Kim. Kim navigates her computer using her voice. She uses speech input software that's amazing. It translates what she says into text and commands. For her, it's an incredibly powerful and super efficient way to get her work done. All right, picture this. Kim is focused. She's working in her email client, one that, you guessed it, uses a ton of those single character shortcuts. Her microphone is on. A coworker just pops their head in and says a simple, friendly, "Hey, Kim." Now, her software is smart. It's built for speed. It hears, "Hey, Kim," but it doesn't know it's a greeting. It just hears a string of letters to be typed out. And because her cursor is active in that email app, those letters aren't just typed, they're commands. So the Y in "Hey" is the first to hit. And in this app, Y is the shortcut to archive a message. So, poof, the email she was just looking at is gone, whisked away to the archive. She didn't mean to do that at all. But before she can even figure out what just happened, the K from Kim fires off, and that's the shortcut to jump to the next message. So the focus leaps down the list, and now a totally different email is highlighted. And then the final blow. The M from Kim registers. That's the shortcut to mute the conversation. So now this brand new email thread she didn't even mean to select is muted, and she won't see any future replies. In less than a second, a friendly "Hey, Kim" just completely scrambled her inbox. You can imagine how frustrating that would be, right? But here's the really good news. This is a completely solvable problem, and the fix is actually incredibly elegant and surprisingly simple. The solution comes from a set of rules for making the web work for everyone, called the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, or WCAG for short. There's a specific rule in there, Success Criterion 2.1.4, that was designed for this exact scenario. And it doesn't say, get rid of these shortcuts. It just says, hey, if you use them, you have to give people a way out. And it gives 3 really straightforward options. 1, just let users turn the shortcuts off. Simple. 2, let them remap the keys. So instead of Y, maybe it's Control-Alt-Y. Or 3, only make the shortcut work when a specific button or part of the interface is actively selected. You only have to do one of these things to completely solve the problem for Kim. And here's what's so cool about this. When you solve this problem, you're not just helping one type of user. This is a perfect example of how designing with accessibility in mind ends up creating a better, more flexible product for absolutely everyone. I mean, obviously, speech users like Kim benefit big time. No more accidental commands. But think about it. What about keyboard users with dexterity challenges, who might accidentally hit the wrong key and lose their work? This helps them too. Or users with cognitive disabilities, who could really benefit from remapping keys to be consistent across all the different apps they use. It's a win-win-win. So I want to leave you with this question to think about. Whether you're building software, designing a website, or just using your favorite apps, what are those single key shortcuts you rely on every day? And now that you know about this hidden flaw, who might those shortcuts, the ones designed for your convenience, be accidentally locking out? It's a small detail for sure, but it can make a world of difference.